So today's job was an interesting one. It was in the North Shore. It was on a house that had split in, it was like two sections of the roof. So you had two peaks, and in the middle there was this big box gutter.
So here you can see the big box gutter, and you'll see right down there at the end when I zoom in on it, there's quite a lot of flooding here, so this is where mosquitoes will breed. So yeah, you can see that blockage there.
They had complained that it was overflowing at these massive downpipes, so I thought, wow, this is a bit strange. So I went up there and took a look, and then what I saw was basically they had a problem with the pests. So possums were making the customer's roof their home. Pest control guys had put up a wire mesh to stop the animals from coming into the roof, but unfortunately this wire mesh also prevented the rubbish that got into the big box gutter to flush down the big downpipe. So unfortunately it couldn't travel down because it was getting blocked by this wire mesh. But luckily it was easy to open up the mesh, so I just unscrewed it, opened up the mesh, cleaned the rubbish that had got stuck underneath that was causing a blockage, and the stuff that was banked up behind. So there's a massive pool of water there when I started. When I finished, that pool of water had gone and it was flowing nicely.
So yeah, here you can see me unscrewing the mesh that the pest control guys had put in. So yeah, I just had to open it up so I could get my hand in there to get all the rubbish out of there. So here I open it up. So you can see like it was actually blocked, that downpipe. So yeah, I just got my hand in there and got all the rubbish out, put it in the buckets, and then yeah, I just put it back together again. And there you go, nice clean box gutter.
And then you can see some before and after shots of the rest of the guttering, which had a bit of debris in there. Also had to do a bit of cutting away of some vines that had grown into the gutters. Come across that quite a bit, so they got chopped out and cleaned. So yeah, all the downpipes got unblocked, and you can see the before and after shots there.
So yeah, here's the before shot, a bit of rubbish in there, and also the vines you can see growing out of it, and then yeah, got all the rubbish out and cut back the vines.
So to make sure that everything was working again and that I had fixed their problem, I just flushed the whole system again with some water.
So from this shot you can see that it's got a nice slope. So from the middle it slopes down to the other box gutter, so the slope was really good.
Unfortunately I uncovered for them that they had a problem with the stormwater drain. Okay, so I had solved their problem from above. All this crap had come out of the box gutter, downpipes unblocked, but I picked out a few issues with their house. So that's a great reason to have me to come around and clean your gutters, because I can give you some good advice on your guttering, and it's an unbiased opinion, so I don't make any money out of this advice. I just tell you what I would recommend to get done. So when I was flushing it with the water, I noticed first of all that they had a blocked storm water, so the water was just bubbling up all around their property. But then also suggested that, as you can see in this footage, they've got the downpipe and the water's flushing down, but the water was still quite a large amount of it, especially on the opposite side of the house, was bulging over the edge of it. So there's lots of water just hanging around the bottom end of that downpipe. So that just goes straight into the foundation. Especially during heavy rains, it's going to cause some damage there.
So there you see it, it's flushing. I'm flushing the downpipe, and you can see there's a fair amount that was blobbing over the side. Here's the other side that is very weathered away from constant overflow. So you see quite a lot of it was spilling over the edge.
So what I recommended was just to get a builder's opinion on it, but probably just build up higher so it can catch all the water that's coming down that downpipe and it doesn't spill over the edge. It should get connected straight through to the bottom. and also the downpipe that you'll see in this shot now is too small. So you can't really tell from this video, but the actual pipe is that big, but the opening for the rubbish to go down was only about that big. So and that is where they're getting a lot of rubbish from the tree that's also in the shot.
So here you can see when we get to it, there's the tree, and here's this piece of guttering that I'm talking about.
So they're getting all their rubbish is coming into that section of guttering, and the downpipe is only that big to handle all the bulk of the rubbish. So they've got nice downpipes, big ones all around the house that don't have many trees around, but where they needed the most, they only had a small one. So I just told them to get someone to fix that up, a roof plumber, just make the hole bigger or something, so you can get more rubbish through there.